Any stories about your time in WCCW, the Von Erichs, and being Andrea, the female giant?
I used to beat him at racquetball. Whenever we would go work out, I loved to play racquetball. And to this day, even Kevin told my daughters, was just like, your mom was such a good athlete. We never could beat her at racquetball. And so I think I was undefeated against them playing racquetball. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Who the Von Erichs were you closest to at the time? Because when you got in, had David already passed away at this point?
Um, I had known the Von Erichs for, gosh, 3 or 4 years because they had worked with my dad's promotion up there in Lubbock, and we'd driven him around and the whole thing. Um, it'd be a tie between Carrie and Kevin. Carrie actually showed me how to throw discus, where I broke my school record just by like tweaking my finger instead of just throwing it. Like twisting your hand. He showed me how to do that, and I actually was able to break the school record. And then Kevin, because Kevin always liked to go to the gym and work out, and a tie between Kevin and Carrie.
We know they're all naughty boys here, but who partied better or partied the hardest, the Von Erichs or the Freebirds?
Oh, Freebirds.
Oh, really?
Without a doubt.
I've heard the opposite. I've heard the Von Erichs partied more.
Well, whenever I would have to go pick up the Freebirds at the airport, I would have to be on time at the gate and get them to the car. Because if I was late, they would be in the bar with a pile of money in the middle of the table. And I couldn't leave until all the money had been spent. So it's just like you had to go pick them up.
Was that one of several duties you had, just picking up the Freebirds, or did you do, picking up at airports for other people as well?
I did everything for my dad's promotion, everything from concessions, selling programs, selling tickets, setting up chairs, setting up the ring. If I was there at like 1 o'clock to start selling tickets for that day, if the guys called at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock from the airport to get a ride to the building, then of course I'd want to take a break and go run to the airport and pick someone up. So it was whatever my dad needed to have done. That's what I did.
Absolutely. Can you tell me about your interactions with Fritz? Because Fritz is another one of the more complicated figures in wrestling history. But what were your opinions and face-to-face time with Fritz?
He loved his boys to the point that he would do anything for them. I mean, a lot of people were saying like, oh, he was really rough on them. He was hard on them. He had 5 boys that I've got one boy. I can imagine having like 4 at the time. He wanted everything for them. And with the bodies that they had, with the physiques that they had, with working out, the natural athleticism, he just wanted nothing but the best for his boys.
How was, obviously this is your first job in wrestling, but how were the payoffs, did you think, at the time? Because, I mean, this was in the heyday of Dallas, wasn't it?
It was good. I mean, I made, considering that I wasn't taking bumps, it was like a brand new kind of category for girls. I made good money. I mean, I'm sure that it could have been more, and I could have gone in there and had some meetings to see if I could get more, but then they could also get someone else that would do it for less. So, I mean, I was just happy to be there. You know what I'm saying? And then to get, good payoffs on top of that, and then being on TV and traveling and because going to San Antonio and Laredo and El Paso and Corpus Christi and Houston and Austin, the whole thing. I mean, I love to go down to Corpus Christi because I could buy shrimp right off the boat and come home and have shrimp. So it was always an adventure.
Off the top of your head, how many miles did you do a week?
Oh, in Dallas?
Yeah.
Between 700 and 1,000 easy.
Was this in the times where you were flying still, or was it all driving?
90% driving. I mean, we had Southwest, but if you flew, then that meant you had to stay over and then fly out the next day. So a lot of times it was just better just to get in the car and go. The only time I really flew was whenever I went to Lubbock to go see my folks, and I would fly out there because I could fly out and fly right back, and it was more time with family.